So it begins. Start of the Cape to Cape trek. First stop to Deepdene. Let's do it. This first section so far has been absolutely beautiful. Just all these awesome rocky formations right near the Southern Ocean. Just gorgeous. And luckily the track is really highlighted well with these little signs, so you know exactly where you're going. Really sketchy though when you're in the beach kind of grass and bushes. There's maybe only 1 foot wide of trail, so you just don't know what's on either side of it, a snake or something. But just make a lot of noise and use my hiking poles and hopefully it's all good. All right, about 4 kilometers in so far. Definitely tough going, and it doesn't make it any easier on the soft sand of the beach, but so far this is pretty good. Come across a goanna earlier, which was cool. No snakes, hope it stays that way. And I'm gonna keep hustling. Oh, 6 kilometers in. I come from that lighthouse to the top of this beautiful section here. You can see the whole ocean. This track has been absolutely stunning. Right now we're just on this nice, looks like 4-wheel drive track, and it's super compacted sand, so great to walk on, and I can see everything, so no danger noodles coming out of anywhere. Hoping this takes me down to the beach. I'm absolutely hustling right now though, because I started the track at about 3 p.m. and so I'm probably looking like the sun's gonna go down in the next hour, and I've probably got 2 hours left to go before I get to camp at least. So the last little bit I could be hiking with my head torch on, but we press on and we see what happens. Just saw 2 snakes within 10 minutes of each other, so they must be coming out at night, I don't know. Anyway, I've probably got about 10 minutes till sunset, probably about an hour and a half until I get to camp, I reckon. So probably the last little bit in the darkness, but it's what it is. Last little bit of sunlight left. Chuck the head torch on, ready for some night hiking. Oh, I made it. Okay, day 2 on the Cape to Cape. Just woke up here at Deepdene campsite. Didn't have the greatest sleep in the world. I was just so boiling hot after yesterday. It was quite a warm night. But not feeling too bad, to be honest. The body's a little bit sore, do some stretching, and we'll get going. First stop will be Hamlin Bay, which is about 10 kilometers, where I can refuel, resupply, get a pie, and enjoy. Got a bit of a later start than I was hoping for today from Deepdene. Leaving at about 7 a.m. I wanted to leave about 6, but I had pretty rough sleep, so I kind of tried to prioritize recovery. This first little bit's just a beach slog, and then I think it looks like we're going to be going into the dunes again soon. And then Hamlin Bay in about 9 more kilometers. Bring it on.
Apparently I gotta watch out for blowholes in this section, but to be honest, the way I'm stinking right now, it'd probably be a good thing. Coming into Hamlin Bay Caravan Park now. Time for that pie. Just made it to Hamlin Bay and stopped at the kiosk. Can have a nice hot pie, can of Coke, refill my water. Gonna chill here for probably a good half hour until I tackle that long beach, which is about 7 kilometers of just soft sand, so let's do it. This section of beach has been so brutal. Soft sand for just kilometers on end. Sun beating down on you. I put so much sunscreen on, but then the sweat runs the sunscreen into your eyes and gives it a sting. Ugh. Probably about 1.5 kilometers to go until I can get into the forest for the next half of the trip, 15 kilometers to the campsite where it should be pretty shaded, so I'm just hanging out for that. Finally made it to the end of Hamlin Bay, that long beach walk. I gotta climb these huge dunes to get hopefully into Borenup Forest pretty soon, into some shade. Oh, I just walked the beach all the way from that spot there at the distance, that cape, that point, all the way to here. Not fun. About 1 kilometer now to Borenup Forest. Can't wait to get in that shade. Just having a quick break here in these little shade spots I can find along this trail. Have a couple lollies, have a bit of a snack, just give me energy to get through. Today's definitely been a rough day so far, but about 10 k's from camp. Could it be the start of the Borenup Forest? Thank God. This is what I've been waiting for, Borenup Forest. Stunning. Compared to the soft sand before and the crazy incline to get here, this is like heaven. Flat, compact ground amidst the beautiful karri trees. This is what I've been waiting for. So I made it to Contos campground after knocking off about 32 kilometers today. Absolutely killed me. Today was a tough day, especially with the weather. It was so hot. So I've just been boiling some water, extra water, so I can take with me before tomorrow, and just having a nice feed before heading to bed. So I need it today. Day 3 on the Cape to Cape begins. I left a lot earlier today to maximize the time in the cool. So I'm just leaving Contos campsite right now, just trying to find the start of the trail again, and then we'll head on out. This is gorgeous. Can't even begin to explain to you how good it feels to be in cool weather this morning. Nice cool breeze from the ocean. Cloud cover. Oh, I needed it so bad. This is so beautiful. So high up right now, and it's just so cool and nice, cloudy. About as far as you can see, I'll be covering that today. Long way to go, but beautiful walking this morning. I like this. Looks like something out of Lord of the Rings. Okay, so 4.5 kilometers in so far. Just went past Bob's Hollow. Still got a long way to go till I get to town, which is about 17 kilometers, which I can't wait to have a good feed. feeling great so far. Just hit the 5K mark. I'm feeling really good. The weather today is just mint. Perfect hiking weather. And my body yesterday I was so depleted at the end of yesterday with the heat. I've got a bit of a bung knee at the moment and a few things are a bit sore. But I reduced the weight of my pack. I got rid of stuff that I didn't need. All right, about 2 kilometers left till I get to Preverly. Can't wait to have a good feed before continuing on. Dealing with a terrible knee pain at the moment. My right knee, I don't know what I've done to it, probably twisted it or something, but every step is painful. But this is the type of mental battle I was wanting anyway, so bring it on. I'm giving you a lot of space. And for your misses as well. Yeah. Almost at Preverly. Alright, made it to Preverly now. Gonna have a nice feed and enjoying the best can of Coke ever. And I'm gonna fill up my water here before getting back on trail. Alright, just had a great feed at Preverly. Now taking off again, refreshed, rejuvenated. And soon we'll be crossing over Margaret River, which should be dry, so it should be easy to cross. About to cross Margaret River now, and it is super crossable, easy. Oh, just about to get off this beach, back up into the dunes for the last 10 or so kilometers to get to Ellensbrook campsite. Feeling good today, minus the little injury, but it's doing all right, it's holding up. I've left Ellensbrook campsite and I've just gone in past Ellensbrook house, I think it is. Left real early in the morning, so I'm gonna try and make up a bit of time today and maximize my time in the cool. Tons of wildlife out there at the moment. I don't think I've ever seen some giant grey kangaroos. Coming into Gracetown now. Not too far, to be honest, from camp. I've probably only done about 7.5 kilometers. 8 kilometers would be Gracetown. But it's a short day today, so this is almost the halfway point already. Big dark rain clouds coming. I surely hope I don't get rained on, but we shall see. Had to stop because of the rain. Wasn't expecting this and I didn't come prepared for it. Currently trying to hike pretty quick, to be honest, in between downpours, trying to make the most of the time that it's dry, but it's unpredictable at the moment. Big front, see what happens. Having a break. Feet have been wet since the rain, so just trying to let them dry out a little bit. Have a bit of water, take the weight off my back, and then press on. Only about 5 kilometers to Moses Rock, so I'm probably going to push a little bit further today, to be honest, because I'll be there by about midday. More steps to go. Oh, more steps. Made it to Moses Rock campsite. However, I'm not going to stay here tonight. I'm going to keep pressing forward after a nice break. Alright, so I've pushed past Moses Rock. About 23 kilometers so far for the day. I'm going to try and make it to Yallingup, but we'll see how we go. Just crossed 30 kilometers, feeling it now. As soon as I hit that 30 kilometer mark, my body just does not like it any further. But I've got about 40 to cover, so it's going to be a mental game. Just past Indijup Spa, on the way now to Canal Rocks. It's been a big day, 34 kilometers so far. Everything's starting to feel it.
Okay, woke up on the final day this morning of the Cape to Cape. Have only about 20 kilometers to cover to the end, so left myself with a nice easy day. Gonna get to Ellensbrook first, which is in about 5 to 6 kilometers. Have breakfast there, charge up my devices, and then push on to the end. So due to yesterday's absolute slog at 35 Ks, I've probably left myself with about 20 today. So I'm in no rush. So I kind of want to take my time a little bit, not really push the legs too hard, because I already know I'm going to be having many days of recovery anyway. So just going to relax, enjoy the surrounds, enjoy this walk while it lasts, and just reflect on a great time that's been. Beautiful Smith's Beach. Just had a great feed at Ellensbrook Lagoon. Now heading off to Tredge probably the last 4 hours to finish. Mount Duckworth camp is coming up. I'm gonna stop there, have a little break, wrap up some blisters that unfortunately I've got on my toes at the moment, just to make the last little bit a little bit more comfortable. Unfortunately, you've probably noticed I haven't got my sunglasses on. It's because they broke yesterday. So luckily, it's a cloudy day and it's not too crazy with the glare. All right, made it to Mount Duckworth campsite. Gonna rest and recover a little bit here, wrap up my blisters, and get going. All right, so only about 10 kilometers to go from here. Gonna smash it out and enjoy the best shower of my life when I'm done. My best friend right now. All right, leaving Mount Duckworth campsite now. Blisters covered, only about 10.6 kilometers to go till we get to Cape Naturaliste. Sweet. Walking right along the cliff's edge here. That is beautiful. Just crossed over 11.5 Ks. Probably only got about 8 left. Not much at all, and Sugarloaf Rock is coming up next. The end is in sight. You can see Cape Naturaliste just peeking over the top of that crest. Last 3.5 kilometers to go to Cape Naturaliste. Looks like it's going to be pretty inclined but easy walking in terms of its actually established laid ground, bitumen. About 1 kilometer to go. I'm just absolutely flogging it now. Trying to go full pelt to the end. Finish strong. Cape to Cape completed, 5 days, 135 kilometers, over $1,000 raised for Tenacious House. Oh, it feels good to be done. Time for that well-deserved shower.